Hi Yash Pathak, how are you? Welcome back once again to my live stream. Yeah, I watched the news. I watched the news of Benjamin Netanyahu and PM Modi. PM Modi has gone into Israel, and Israel, Israel welcomed PM Modi like a family member, not like a minister, but like a family member. Uh, Iran news. Yeah, Pak. I watched the news. Pak fan war is going very Pak Afghan war is so much miserable. The condition is so much miserable. You know, more than 70 people have been killed in Afghanistan in the attack of Pakistan, and that's a that's a huge loss of lives. Yeah. Hi Jan Jiffy, how are you? Welcome to my live stream. And I have heard about another news that India is going to start the Sindhu 2 operation. Not that much, a little bit, a very little bit. I have watched enemies. I don't watch very much of that enemies. Where are you from, Jan Chifi? And Afghan claims they destroyed the Pakistan weapons depot, killed 40 Pak soldiers and captured 3 alive. Maybe it may be happen. It might possible. It would have been happen. Um, do you know the video in which the BLS soldiers captured Pak soldiers? So Pakistan didn't take the responsibility of those soldiers, but one another video came in which they have shown their identity that we belong to Pakistan. Yeah, I'm 20 years old, Jan Chifi Nasir Tanuli. What does it mean? Nasir Tanuli. Pakistani soldiers, social media, that I don't Twitter. And America, President Donald Trump has mentioned PM Shehbaz Sharif. Pakistan never takes responsibility of their soldiers. They denied the dead bodies of their soldiers in Kargil and every other war. Yeah, and one another wrong thing happened. One another wrong thing. Do you know? At the 1971 war, 93,000 people surrendered India. So that was a great embarrassment, a very big embarrassment. for the country. Nasir Tanuri. Yeah, I know pile is a very dangerous disease. Nasir Tanuri, where are you from? Don't eat the test. Uh, do you know, Yash, have you heard about the new law came into implemented in Afghanistan about women? Women are not allowed to attain higher education. That one. Yeah, one another law came into. Uh, in that law, women husbands are legally permitted to beat their wife unless they, they there remains a mark on their body, and if the mark comes on the body, the husband will be jailed only for 15 days. And one another law came. If the woman leaves her house without the permission of her husband and goes into her mother's house, so she will be jailed for 3 months. Yeah, they are following through this, but the majority of the people here and there do not admit it. They say that they are not following properly. They are following properly. Uh, they are following properly. And one another law came. In that law, if the woman leaves Islam, she will be she will imprisoned for her whole life, and she will be lashed each and every day. So Afghanistan is going back into primitive ages in the medieval era. Afghanistan is progressing. Agree or not, Afghanistan is progressing backward. Afghanistan is progressing backward. There is no education for 200 million people in Afghanistan. 20 million people. Yeah, 20 million people are out of education, like women. There 20 million people are not allowed to get education, higher education. Yeah, for the men it is death. For the women, it is life imprisonment with with lashing lashes each and every day. You're right. So, uh, so, and they think I know their mentality. I know because I have lived within them. So their mentality is like they think that if we follow this strictly, we will prosper in this life and afterlife. And another mentality is that they think that if we get successful in the afterlife, we don't care about this life. We would be successful in the afterlife. They think that the afterlife matters a lot. So therefore they don't care if they if the economy fails, if their this life fails. And do you know Afghanistan creates a lot of suicide bombers. And I know the mentality of suicide bomber. What the suicide bomber thinks. Imran Khan's sister fell into a savage hole. That's how Pakistanis treat their heroes. Yeah, Imran Khan's eye have been infected so much, and he's still imprisoned. He's still imprisoned and not getting out of jail. And the Pakis are so much furious about that. Pakis are so much furious. They they have raged so much, Pakis. And once the bubble blasts, there might be a possibility of civil war, but I think it would never happen. I saw a video. And do you know, Pakis, majority of the Pakis love Imran Khan so much. They love that guy. They love that guy. Afghanistan is absolutely not doing good. It is persecuting its own people, and there is no freedom. There is no freedom. Freedom of speech, freedom of. There is zero freedom. You can say that. And women are beaten openly with strips, and same both in Iran and Afghanistan. Do you know the only difference between Iran and Afghanistan? The people, the Iranians are educated, and the Afghanis are not educated. The literacy rate of Afghanistan is so much low, it's extremely low. So therefore, you have seen 30,000. There happened a lot of protests in Iran in the last few weeks, and tens of thousands of people have been killed in those protests. But they are not afraid. They're obviously a very brave people. They're surely a brave people. So Iranians are educated, and they know we should have to take the freedom. But Afghanis are not brave. But if a woman has a tooth infection and wants to visit a dentist, visit a male doctor because women are not educated. Dentist will touch her, isn't that? Yeah, you know, women in Afghanistan, women is not allowed to do her operation by a male doctor. She and there is scarcity of male doctors. The female doctors, there is low, very little number of female doctors, and you know, like you can say that in Afghanistan, woman is not considered even a human. In Afghanistan, woman is below a human. So woman is treated worse than the animals. Like they treat animal, they treat worse, even more worse. You can say that the dogs, cats, and street animals are more happier in in the western, in the free world, in the than the women in Afghanistan. Asim Ali, kya haal hai? You're welcome to my live stream. Where are you from, Asim Ali? So, women get infected. There is no concern about the health of women, and she is considered. You know, uh, I have a lot of. My father has a lot of friends. We have neighbors who have in Afghanistan who have tens of children, who have tens of children. They don't care about the women. If you see their women, they are like the skin wrapped around the bone. What happened? And we are not seeing any good hope for Afghanistan in the future. I think the situation going on in Afghanistan, it will take it. Afghanis will pay for it for a very long time. So I am going to end the live stream now. Yes, I will come back tomorrow. You know, Ramzan is going on, as you know. So we do Sahri, Aftari, like, you know, the fasting is like skipping lunch. One time lunch. We skip one time lunch. No, we don't see any hope for Afghanistan. We are hopeless because, so after 2 hours at 4 o'clock, I will do our Sahri. Do you know before fasting we eat and after fasting we eat? You know about, I think you probably know about how Muslims fast. So we will do Sahri and tomorrow I will come back to the live stream. Okay, bye. Goodbye, Yash.